Is the Irvine Katie Wheeler Library haunted?
That's the theory. There have been a lot of sightings that people have reported over the years, and that some of the staff have experienced. So we have no actual proof, but that's the theory.
Yeah, but you hear sounds sometimes and
Voices.
Voices. Especially when like no one's around, you'd hear it, and it'd be really weird, I think.
I get whispers a lot.
Whispers?
Whispers, yeah. Recently, just like last week, I was sitting in the back office, and I thought my coworker was asking me what time I wanted to go to lunch, and I looked around, there was nobody there. And it's been happening in a lot of places. Like, it happens to me in the back office, it happens to me in the elevator, and it happens to me downstairs.
Are there any other parts of the library? Back office, elevator, downstairs?
One time, a coworker heard the music. Do you remember the music? Someone said they heard music at the circulation desk, and at the same time, someone heard music downstairs in the workroom, which is just like, you know, right on top of each other. So that was really interesting, I thought.
Could it have been somebody's ringtone? Maybe their phone going off, or a video that somebody was watching on their phone or laptop?
No, because I think they said it sounded like kind of like old-timey music. This was like 5 years ago, maybe. And yeah, two separate people heard it at the exact same time. It was just on this floor and then downstairs.
I smell smoke downstairs too sometimes.
Smell smoke, like somebody's
a cigar.
Oh, a cigar, not like cigarettes,
yeah,
or somebody's smoking outside and then coming in,
Mm-hmm.
smelling smoke from downstairs. Has anybody here, aside from the sounds and the different smells and the whispers, experienced any sort of haunting or ghostly encounter that could have been scary?
Well, I experienced something that was unexplainable. At the time, I wasn't frightened at all, but I had come in, I was the first one in the building, I was working on this main floor, and we enter the library as the staff downstairs, and then I was working on this main floor, and I didn't see anybody come up the stairs, I didn't hear anyone come up the elevator, but I heard what sounded like somebody moving like big metal boxes upstairs. So I kind of ignored it, and then it sounded like all of a sudden there's a children's program upstairs, and there's running feet, and there's voices.
I remember you told me
Yeah,
about
I was
that.
all alone in the building as far as I knew. So I thought, well, I have not seen anyone come up. I'm going to go upstairs and look. And I wasn't scared at all, but I went upstairs, and there was no more sound, and there was nobody in the building.
There was like one night when we had just closed, and I was exiting out through this level, the first floor, and my coworkers were going out downstairs through our basement. And I walked to my car, and this was like, 9 o'clock at night. And I walked up to my car, and I thought one of my coworkers was like calling me back. So I turned around and looked, but there's no one there. There's no one in the parking lot, no one around. It's just silence. And I really thought they were like calling me back because I left something. And it sounded like they were like right near me, like maybe 10 or so feet away, but obviously they were downstairs getting ready to leave. So that was one of the weirder ones I experienced.
You mentioned that this building was once a house. Can you guys talk about the history of that?
I know the original house burned down in 1965. It was an electrical fire. No one was in the building at the time. And then all I know is the building sat here for over 40 years. And then it finally got demolished. And then they started building the replica of the original house. That's as much history that I know about the building.
And this was the original Irvine Ranch home.
Yeah.
This was their main home.
I used to have that worry when I was a page, because we'd keep the lights off in the morning, and I'd be the only one up there. Everyone else would be downstairs in the workroom or the break room, and I'd be shelving in the dark, but still. And I'd hear footsteps on the back staircase, and that was just
oh God,
so creepy sometimes.
Wow. A question to ask would be, has anybody died here on the property?
But yeah, I know Kathryn, Katie Wheeler's mom. right? She passed away a couple days after childbirth from pneumonia. And then we had, well, not we, but the other
I can't think of what his name is.
death.
Supposedly he got shot with they said he committed suicide. I'm sorry, I can't think of what his name is, but
Yeah.
he's downstairs in the basement. He liked to smoke cigars, I was told, and that cigar smell would be hit. That would, I would think, would be him. And then they said that he was shot with a shotgun and a handgun.
So,
But that it was, it was
Suicide.
ruled as
But
a
it was ruled as
suicide.
suicide. Yeah.
so
I think that.
I think his name was Myford Irvine.
Yeah. Thank you.
So these deaths, they occurred before the reopening in 2008 in the original family home,
Yeah.
Before it burned down.
Yeah.
before it burned down. That might explain all of the strange activity and possible hauntings and the whispers and the books falling off of the shelves and strange smells coming up around the circulation desk, wouldn't you say?
I think so.
Some sort of presence that has lingered here with unfinished business, maybe?
Sounds about right.
All right, final question. Have any patrons come in to the library and said that they have experienced something similar to what staff have experienced, whether it's a whisper or feeling a presence or smelling cigar smoke or the smells of cooking from the circulation desk, anything like that? Has any patron
Yes.
experienced something?
Yes, they have. Like recently too. Like they'll be downstairs in the bookstore, and the bookstore will be closed. But we have carts down there, so most likely we'll be alone if there's no one in the workroom or in our branch manager's office. And they'll get like a cold feeling, or
Really?
they'll smell cigar smoke too. I've gotten that a lot. Mostly it's cigar smoke, or they'll just get a cold feeling. Like no whispers or anything like that too. But yeah, I've gotten that from a couple
Wow.
patrons. Yeah, it's interesting because I'm like, is it haunted? Then they'll come straight to the desk and ask me if it's haunted, and then I'll start talking with them.
Well, now you're gonna get a lot more questions.
Yeah.
Am I wrong, or does legend have it that people have seen a woman walking
They
outside?
call her the Blue Lady,
Is that the
and
blue
that
lady?
would be considered
Okay.
Katie Wheeler's mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Supposedly she haunts the grounds.
Yeah, that's what we've heard. Because I remember when I first started here, and people would say that was the rumor, the legend that she would walk around the grounds outside.
It's always creepy.